What is up, guys? Nick Jones here, back with tnjgames on YouTube. I know, guys, if you've seen my first couple of videos, you obviously know that I haven't stayed with this YouTube thing, and you know what? I'm on fall break, or excuse me, Thanksgiving break, and it's time to get back in it, and I have been playing a Dynasty now. I've stuck with it for quite some time, and I am in Season 2 of my coach, and his name is Kelly Johnson. He's the offensive coordinator at FIU, and as you can see, we run the FIU playbook. I wanted to pick a guy and kind of work my way up in the ranks, and I wanted to get a decent offense, but I wanted to carry that offensive package with me to wherever I go. Now, this is FIU's second game, and there's a lot of follow-up to do. So FIU went, I think, 11 or 12-1 last year, winning the New Orleans Bowl and also the Sun Belt Conference Championship. We led the nation in almost every offensive category. We had the top passer, the top rusher, and the top wide receiver, and we returned all three of those guys. So we traveled up to Iowa, and we're playing the Iowa Hawkeyes today. They are 0-2, and we are 2-0. We come in ranked 24th in the nation. I think the highest we were last year was somewhere around 16. We lost a really bad game to a conference team. So that was kind of a tough loss, and that kept us from getting up there into the top 15 or whatever. Now, this is the only game that I changed on the schedule this year. We were supposed to play an FCS team this week, and I wanted to get our strength of schedule up a little bit. I don't want to make it unrealistic and, start beating like Alabama and some of the other top teams. So I picked Iowa. They've been having a down year, especially as the game is concerned. And here they come out of the tunnel, holding their hands like they normally do. Now, guys, please forgive me if I'm not the best commentator. I haven't done this very often. And as a matter of fact, this is only like my second or third video here on YouTube, but I want to stick with this, and this is going to be one of our series. I want to continue with this, and once again, this will be labeled Season 2, Episode 1. Now, we've already played 2 games before this, but like I already said, I've already played a season and then 2 games before this. So we're going to elect to kick. I didn't get to demonstrate as much as my offensive firepower as I like. We're going to start off with a play fake there, and you see a Hargrit, which is one of my running backs. He's my second string running back. He's like 5'6", and he's one of my speed backs. And my other running back, Kendrick Rhodes, who is actually a Heisman candidate, we'll see that at the end of the video, is actually hurt right now. Both of these guys have been hurt this season, and you'll see here Hargrit actually gets hurt early in this game. Not to spoil anything, but as you can see, I go with a spread attack. I like running out of the pistol sometimes, and I do a lot of hurry up. I hardly ever, I always go with this fast-paced offense, kind of trying to simulate what a spread team might do in real life. Now, granted, a lot of spread teams aren't going to run the ball 3 straight times or 4 straight, whatever we've seen here. But anyway, it makes for an interesting offensive attack. So see, even though he picked up the first down, you're going to notice he only got like a yard or 2 on that. That's due to the fact he's only 5'6". Now, he actually got hurt on a play in between there, and this is my third string running back in right now, the score guy. Now, he's about 5'9". He has some speed. He's not that great. You'll see me get chased down when trying to go around the corner a couple times. And normally in some of the games, I usually try to set a pace. So right now you're seeing I'm doing a lot of running plays. I did score a field goal on the first drive, and so did Iowa. I'm going to get around the corner there for a touchdown. Obviously not too impressive. Of course, the PAT is made. The next series out, that's my sophomore, I think. He was a freshman last year. My sophomore tight end. He's really good, comes in clutch for me quite a bit. Now, granted, I don't have that many good wide receivers. Now, you'll see me hit Coleman a couple times. He is my go-to guy. He led the nation in receptions last year, or receiving yards. I don't know about receptions, but excuse me. You've seen Jakeem Griner get 2 touchdowns already. He's my go-to tight end. He's very sure-handed. He's only a sophomore, but he's one of those guys. He's a pretty big target, kind of lanky. He's not that big. Now, there was the story of the game for Iowa. This is one of the best, if not the best, defensive teams I'm going to play this year, especially in the regular season. Iowa Always a pretty good defensive school, and I think they end up with like 5 or 6 sacks against me. Now, granted, that's my fault. What a great catch there, getting out of bounds. A lot of that's my fault. Also, FIU's offensive line is kind of underrated. I don't know. I've seen them play in real life. I saw them play Troy earlier this year, and that's one of the reasons that I picked FIU, because of that pretty young quarterback, and he's pretty talented. As you can see, I tried to hit Coleman there on the right side. Didn't work out too well. 31-17, and it's about to be halftime. As you can see, I hook up with Lewis on that play. The game seems to be under control, and this is where I'm thinking about bringing up the difficulty. And I'm going to go deep to Coleman here. Obviously can't pick that one up. Kind of an odd play there. Anyway, but the issue is Iowa gets back into this game, and one of the issues is I can't play defense, right? Because I'm the offensive coordinator. That's why you only see offensive plays. And that factors in because a lot of times I'll have to score, especially in conference games against some of the more powerful offenses like Troy and ULM. I'm going to have to score 40 to 50 points to win the game. And all of that is because my defense just does not play that well. As you can see, I was already back into the game. It's 31-17 or 27. And I'm going to get a nice run here with Medlock. His speed is not the best. I think it's around 76. So he's a little elusive, but obviously no Cam Newton or anything like that. Get a pretty nice run up the middle there with Gore. That's another one of my favorite plays to run. And that was a nice little rollout bootleg style to get a touchdown there. So now, once again, I'm up by, 11 points here. Game seems to be under control. I'm going to do another play fake. Another great grab there by Yakeem Griner, my tight end. And you'll have to pardon me. I don't know about this editing. I started using ITV instead of another software program on the Mac, and I know the quality is not as good as it could be, but for a first try, I don't think it's too bad. So Jasper was streaking across the middle there. Could have hit him, but obviously the pass was disrupted. Now Medlock's going to get chased down here. I thought I had him open in the end zone. It may have been illegal touching if he would have caught that, but obviously he didn't come down with it, so we had to give the ball back there. I think he missed the field goal. We'll see at the end of the game. He was my kicker, who's a freshman. Pretty good recruit, I thought. Was actually 1 for 3 in this game. Not sure if it has to do with him being a freshman. Gore getting a nice run out here, and he just gets leveled on that play. He's about an 82 overall, which isn't too bad for a smaller school's third-string running back. His speed is okay, but as you can see there, I tried to juke, and it just did not turn out too well. Now, guys, as you can see, this gameplay is almost over. I'm doing a little clock management right here. Let's have a little conversation down in the comments. What do you guys want? I enjoy a lot of sports commentaries, but it's kind of hard to, duplicate what they do. You kind of want to more come up with your own thing. What do you guys want to see? Do you want to see something more along the lines of just talking about the gameplay, or you mean to just pick a kind of a topic, or what do you guys want? Just let me know in the comments below. You can email me. I'll put my email down in the description bar below. You can always hit me up on Twitter. I am ThatNickJones on Twitter, twitter.com/ThatNickJones, or my Facebook links and everything are on my channel and should be down below as well. So as you can see, Iowa came back into the game, but now I'm just doing some clock management. I set up in the Wildcat and run a play, and then I end up doing a hurry up, and I run the play clock down, and then I call a timeout. And here you'll see I'm going to end the game on an odd note. I'm actually going to punt here, and Iowa can't return. They didn't even try to return the ball, so it's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback, and that's going to do it for the game. So final score 38-33. Went on the road and got a hard-fought win. Obviously, Iowa not a great school, but one of those powerhouses traditionally. 505 yards passing for my quarterback, not too bad. 150 yards with my third-string running back. I was kind of surprised to see that number. And look at all those sacks. 12 attempts running for negative 54 yards. That killed my stats right there. There's Coleman with 142 yards and 1 touchdown. Of course, Yakeem Griner with 2 touchdowns, and one of my other receivers had a touchdown there. You'll look at my Defensive stats here, obviously I had nothing to do with those. And then here's the kicking stats. 1 field goal, 3 attempts, a 33% percentage. And we've got Louisville coming up next, but I just wanted to show you guys here. I wanted to check on a couple things. I always check up on the stat races. So Medlock is still leading the nation in rushing. Kendarick Rhodes is 9th in the nation, even though he's missed the last 2 games with, I think, a rib injury. Coleman is still 1st in receiving. And pretty much none of these stats matter because I don't have any control over them. There's interception leaders. There's my kicking. The guy didn't really have that big of a leg. Obviously, only a 40-yard kick, which he kicked in this game. And then there's Kendrick Rhodes. I keep saying Kendarick. But anyway, I thought this was interesting. It shows that he played the last game, but he actually didn't. So at 91 overall, he's still at the top of the Heisman rankings. Guys, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, rate, subscribe, all of that. And until next time, I'm Nick Jones. Hope to see you soon. Peace.
Figure out what's going on in here. I guess I'm not accustomed to the atmosphere. I don't want to marginalize.